Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is a new test on our new camera, which is 4K. I'll just walk it slowly into the boat. We'll do a little tour. I'm also wearing a new microphone, which should be much clearer to hear me as well. So you can see where we left off last autumn. There's the water tank, and of course the door. The door is underneath. The two fuel tanks are fitted. They're into their little brackets, and you can see the little nuts there. There's the same on the back as well for supporting them. The hydraulic pack will go there. There's the other tank. It's currently up at the moment, but you can see the bracket underneath, just along the edge there, and the three positions for holding it. And in this corner in here, we'll be putting in the exhaust bend. I'll be welding that in the next week or two to go through that bulkhead and out to the transom floor. So as you can see, we've been working away in the aft cabin primary for the last couple of weeks. Adam has been cleaning it out. And over in that corner over there on the transom is where the exhaust outlet will go out through the transom. So we're just tidying up here and getting ready to paint the inside of the new tanks. So you can hear the wind, you can see the rain there on the ground, and it's a very murky looking day. So this is our temporary back door. It's just held down with blocks and also a span set there. So today's tools will include my face mask, a new mop for the grinder. I'm not going to open the door fully. You'll hear the banging of the canvases outside as well. Just get the lights going. So essentially today, once the lights get going here, I've that one cleaned, I need to clean this, that and that. And I'm good to start treating the floors in here. So that's my plan for today. Good morning everyone. It's a Sunday. It's early February in Ireland. Apparently we're getting a beast from the east, which means easterly wind coming in over England from Europe, which will bring us snow and sleet apparently, and it's quite cold and very windy, and we've had a lot of rain, and I don't know, we'll just have to keep going. There are days where I actually feel, oh wow, I just don't know, can I do any more of this? Maybe I need a break or something, but it ain't going to build itself. So, just like all the years that I have spent at this, having had so many years where I couldn't do anything with it, I guess it's refreshing to be able to actually keep going with it. This is a family life project, I suppose you'd call it, and the only way it's going to happen is if I just keep at it, and determined I am, and I hope you join and follow us doing this. So excuse the rattling outside, that's actually the weather. So I now have the 6 internal sections of the tanks completely mopped back to bare metal and fully vacuumed out with my trusty vacuum cleaner, which used to belong to my mother. So I'm just having a cup of coffee before I go into the boat. It'll be the last thing I can actually do today. It's rotten outside, and I'm going to paint the rust converter, which is here. I have it here. I have a few tubs of this stuff already. I got it in the UK. I'm going to find an Irish supplier now that Brexit has kicked in. And this is going to put a coating, a conversion of the rust, if there is any, it'll basically treat the steel even though it is clean, and then it'll leave a protective layer on it, which we can then of course paint on. So I'm going to video that. It's dark and horrible in there, but we'll get through it. And I'm just going to get the 6 sections done and then give it 24 hours, and tomorrow I should be able to start putting on a low rust primer on the inside of the tanks, and then following up with multiple coats of epoxy, and then stick the lids on. So we'll see how we get on. So it's just taken just a little over an hour, and I have the 6 bays done now with the rust converter. I've painted every part of it inside. You can see it kind of doing its gig. It should turn black. It's kind of gone greeny at the minute. The light isn't showing it up, but it's certainly smoothened it all out, and I'm quite happy with that now. So I've just come into the boat this morning. It's actually freezing cold here in Dungarvan, and there's a chance of snow. There's some easterly winds blowing a lot of snow towards us. But yesterday I painted the inner of the tank with a rust converter, and I have to say it's all turned black. It went on grey and then kind of went greeny, and now it's black, and it's given, there's a little bit to dry yet. I need to look a little bit closer, but I have to say I'm very impressed with what's happened, and at least now I can get the next layer of primer on. So everyone, today is Monday and it's about to snow here, or at least it's going to very much look like it. We've got this beast from the east coming in. The boat is about 2 degrees inside. It's freezing cold. I can barely be out in it myself. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of testing and learning, I would call it, in the garage. So next week I have to weld the transom stainless steel pipe that I got during the summer, and also the 90-degree bend between the engine room bulkhead and the aft cabin, so that I can finish painting out the aft cabin. So in order to do that, I have to weld stainless pipe to mild steel with stainless wire. Now I have all the kit to do it, and I have the right gas, but I have to say I've never actually welded stainless before. I've welded aluminium and a million miles of stainless steel, or mild steel, sorry. So today I've got just some sample pieces, 2-inch. I know I'll be dealing with 6-inch in the actual boat, and a bit of 6mm plate in steel. Don't know if you can see that. There it is. And I'm going to just plasma cut a couple of holes through it, just here, you know, and I'll do 2 of them, and then cut around it once I have it done. And I'm going to try and just teach myself and get used to using the stainless wire, so that when I do get to the boat, I'm not messing up, that I know exactly what I'm dealing with and how it all works, and hopefully get some nice welds. So we'll see how that works out. It's going to be a learning experience, and that's why I've cut 2, because I reckon I'll mess one of them up at least. I've got to watch the heat. The wall thickness in the stainless isn't too much, so this is even thinner than what I will be welding, which is actually a good thing, because if I can get this right, I can get the other one right. There we go. I have to say it's flowing lovely. Look at this. So I'll just zoom in on that now. I'm nearly out of battery on this camera. It's far from perfect, guys and girls, but it's properly welded, and it cleaned up fairly okay. I'm no stainless worker yet, but I will be. But I have to say I'm very happy with that. So I'll show you the other side of it now. So I just did a flush fit on the other side, and I have to say I'm very impressed with that. A sander, you know, a disc in there just to tidy all that up, but it's certainly not going anywhere. And lineage all that back up again, sand it and whatnot, but the weld is perfect. It's true the whole way around. There's no 2 ways about it. So now I know I can do it. And this is going to represent the transom and the bulkhead between the engine room and the aft cabin, and then stick in the pipes and then slowly work my way around it. The hardest bit will be at the lower end of it, trying to get it done. On the outside I'll be fine welding the transom. On the outside I can get the whole way around it, but in the bulkhead in the engine room I'll have fun getting in underneath it. So we'll just have to see how that'll all work out. So just for fun I decided to stick the other piece on top of that piece and just weld it all around. Now it wasn't lined up 100%, there's a slight little kink in it because they weren't cut flush, and but look, the main thing is I welded them successfully, got a lovely weld all around, good deep weld, and then just sanded it up there with a little flap disc. So a bit of fun and just a kind of a learning process. The stainless wire, I must say, does act differently to the mild. It's just it's more precise, to be honest, but it's just a case of getting used to it.